Happy Turkey Day, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I just wanted to say I'm thankful for my friends and family always, but I'm thankful for this hobby and for all of you guys always hanging out with me. We like to have a lot of fun around here. So I do have a short up explaining why I have this shirt. The hat, it's just because I'm a dork. So hope you guys enjoy the video and have a great day. That's right, we're back with the SCX30. I've been loving these things. As you can see, they're multiplying quicker than the 24s, I think. We just got 2 more in, thankfully. My experience with Horizon, I want to say this go around with Horizon has been unbelievable. Like, I've struggled in the past, I've had some issues. They've double and triple charged me for trucks and shipping. I've paid for 2 days and got it in a week. This time around, like, literally I've gotten all of these 1 day shipped. And I did pay for 1 day shipping on a couple of these because I wanted to get them like as fast as possible. But these that I pre-ordered in the beginning and one of these other ones, I didn't pay for any extra shipping. I just bought the standard shipping and just thought I'll just wait till they get here. I got the notification on all of these actually day before, and then they were here the next day. Like, that's insane. So it's just been an all around great experience with Horizon and these trucks so far. I mean, I didn't get these free. I did buy them myself. So actually, these things suck. What am I talking about? Like, I only like free stuff, right? Bro, you're my hero. I mean, you're such a zero. You're like an RC pimp. I can't even get that right. I'm so stupid. No wonder nobody likes my channel. Maybe I should use Matt's content. So these things really have just become a favorite, like that quick. I actually really liked my SCX30 when it came out because of the smaller size of it. And I took one of them, put the hard body on it, went brushless, you know, did a lot of mods. So I bought another one because I was all excited and wanted another stock one to kind of play around with. But now that these have come along, I haven't even touched these things. And it's not really a knock on this. I just kind of like the size a little bit better. As you can see, the 30 is just a little bit smaller, but it still has those like easy to work on characteristics that, you know, I really wanted in a smaller scale. I've had the Orlandos that are more this size, but they are very fragile, very hard to work on. I mean, I've broke this and never even really ran it. So like, it really fits what I wanted with the durability and the ease to work on that I've always wanted, right? So for now, I'm just gonna kind of hold off on these because I'm just enjoying these things so much, and that's just the honest truth. It is what it is. Now, I've got the Proline wheels and tires here. I don't know how many of you guys have ran these, seen these, got your order yet, whatever, but I figured we would check them out as far as the size, what they look like on each one of these, and then maybe try to get a little baseline. I only have like maybe 2 or 3 lines that I can run over here on this indoor course. But I can kind of tell a difference between like these tires and the stock ones. So I think we'll probably be able to tell, you know, if the Proline tires are working well also. So we're just going to play around with that a little bit. We're going to talk about these wheels and tires, what I'm using here. Check out the different wheel and tire, how they fit on each one of these, and then just run a couple little lines. So let's get to it. First look at the Jeep here. Man, it just looks so good. They did such a good job with these bodies. And I've been seeing people put like weird little goofy toy car bodies on these things, and I'm like, wow, like these are such a good looking hard body, like it's perfect. They did such a good job with these though, like all of the little details just everywhere has the little touch of detail work, mirrors, wipers. I mean, this is probably some of the best body work the Axial's done. These wheels and tires, the tires look really good on here, nice and meaty. They feel really good. Like, it's going to be hard to even beat these tires, I think. We'll see what these Prolines feel like, but they've really stepped their game up on these tires as well. So the first thing here is just, I know a lot of people have been wondering, will the Bronco just like fit right on here? And yes, it will. You see that? So it fits perfectly. The only thing that's going to be messed up is your lights because of where they are mounted. So we'll power it up and just kind of see what it looks like, but your lights are way off. Like, the light is actually sitting like here and here. So that's the only thing that really don't line up well. So you could easily just swap your body if you wanted to, but your lights are the main thing that won't line up. But besides that, everything underneath is basically the same, right? I mean, it's exactly the same. So we're not going to go into like detail on these things. I have found out that these are pretty simple to work on. The links, getting into these upper links and stuff are a pain, but pulling the motor, transmission and stuff is very simple. I've played with probably 10 different motors in here, just messing around. Some mofo motors I had and just different things. And I don't know, nothing was really, besides going brushless, like a major improvement. The main thing was just swapping in a different ESC, and this is just kind of tossed together at the moment. Like I said, I've been playing around with a lot of different combinations in it, but swapping to something like the Lizard or Micro Python just gets rid of that annoying, you know, so just kind of been playing around with options in that. But if you just go with something like that ESC, the Micro Python with the stock motor, it's not half bad. It gets rid of that noise and it crawls okay. Let's just open a set of these. I think these Azteks are gonna be, okay. I was thinking they would be similar to size of these, but they're actually larger. So, man, they are balloony looking. So these are probably gonna be more for something like this, more performance-based build. I don't know. I don't really think I wanna go that big on here. Like, it's gonna look crazy. Like, those are big. So I tossed one side onto the Jeep here, and they just look huge. I mean, some people will probably prefer this. They just look a little big for me. I don't know. What do you guys think? But I do think they fit something like this sort of more performance-based build pretty good, well with the cliffhanger body. With the clearance it has, you can see we're going to be fine. No real rubbing, but you can tell the difference in size from the stock tires there. Huge difference. Look at that. So these, if you're going to go this route, you're gonna need some clearance. But it does look like they kind of widen this up a bit, just because they are so much wider and just massive. So I mean, I guess everybody's gonna go bigger and bigger with these because bigger means better performance, right? I kind of like the size we're at. Like I don't want to go huge, you know? And here's my one complaint with these is getting these wheels off and on sometimes. They are so tight. Now this, I feel like is gonna fit a little better, which is good because I was really wanting to run these tires. I mean, honestly, I think the stock tires almost look better on here. These do feel really good. We'll just have to see how they perform, but I swear I think the stock tires are going to be just as good as these Proline tires, but we'll have to see. I really wish, I'm going to try to unglue some of these. Like I said, I don't know why they only released them on the wheels. Well, probably do know why. I'd say it's a marketing strategy, right? We'll all buy these that are pre-mounted, and then they'll come out with them by themselves because once they do that, nobody's going to buy the pre-mounted. Like, nobody wants these plastic wheels, really. So that's probably why, but I'm going to try to unglue a set, see if I can mount them up on a different set of wheels. Let's see what this looks like real quick, and then we will move on. But those look pretty good. That fits pretty good on there, I think. Much closer to stock. Just a good look, in my opinion. Now, these tires here I'm running, these come from Tiny 4x4, and you can see that bead seems to be coming loose on that one, or I didn't mount it perfectly to begin with, but these are some Gunslinger wheels from Tiny 4x4. I'll link these wheels and tires in the description. It's kind of a pricey deal because you have to pay the tariff to get it here in the US. They come from like Switzerland or somewhere. The wheels are like $25, $29, somewhere in there. Tires are like $12, but then you have to pay that tariff, which really eats you up. So I'm not sure this is an option that everybody's going to want to go. And I really don't know that these tires, they don't feel as good as any of these, honestly. So I don't know that they're going to be that great. I've ran them some, and they didn't quite seem to hook up as well as the stocks, but I didn't vent them because they don't come with any foams or anything. So like there is zero, like anything in there if you do vent them. So I just left them like they are, and you can see they got a nice squish to them. Up front, I put some weight, lead tape around there, and I think I put too much because we just don't really have any give in there. So I may take a little bit of that out to give us a little more squish, and maybe they would do better. They really look good, but I don't know that they're going to perform amazing. So that's why I may try to unglue like some of these and mount them up on those, because they should fit. The stock tires or these Proline tires should fit these wheels, I believe. Now, I've had people ask about the driver. That came from Tiny 4x4 also. I did just cut him at the waist, and he fit in there pretty well. The interior started as a 4M interior. I shrunk it down, hacked it, cut it. It's an absolute mess. Please don't look under there. But it does fit, and it works with the battery, and it runs everything. So this is kind of my goal with these things. Go a little more scale-ish. I'm not too worried about performance. I'm going to do one here that's going to be somewhat performance-based, and this is definitely not how it's going to be. All right, but I'm going to probably put the FreeTech system in here, probably the Mofo chassis I have on the way, the Mofo links and stuff. So we're going to play around with that at some point when I get all of that stuff. But for now, let's try out these tires just a little bit, see if there's a big difference between the Prolines and the stocks, and we'll talk a little more about these. I did just want to show how the Aztek tires fit with the Bronco body, and it's not great. You're going to get a lot of rubbing with this body. Now the Krawler TAs, they're pretty close to the stock, just a hair larger maybe, so they're actually a pretty good fit on there. I'll be excited to get these on some different wheels. I think these wheels especially just look awful. These are pretty good, but I'm not a fan of those at all, so I'm definitely going to try to unglue these. But the Krawler TAs are just really the best fit for stock trucks, in my opinion. And look at the width and the just overall size of those. Crazy difference there. The other thing is, so the Bronco body fits just fine on the JLU chassis setup because of this front bumper and light system. You can't take this body and just slap it onto the Bronco chassis because the bumper hits up here, you can see. So you can't just swap this. The Bronco can go from its chassis to here. Again, the lights are not going to line up perfectly, but you could run it. You can't go the other way really, unless you want to take this off or change your front bumper. Then obviously it's the exact same truck, so you can do that. But I did want to mention that it just doesn't fit right. I think I'm just going to eliminate the bodies. We'll run these without the body. That way all three of these trucks are exactly the same, besides the only difference is one of them has the slightly different front bumper or headlight mount setup that's really not going to make a difference in performance. So we're going to run with the stock Bronco wheels and tires. We will run with the stock JLU wheels and tires. We're going to run with the Azteks here. We're going to run with the Krawler TAs, and then these Gekkos. We'll try these as well. Just a couple of little lines just to see if I can tell any difference. Again, taking the bodies out of it just eliminates any kind of weight change or rubbing that we're going to get with one tire versus the other. Now, the only thing about these is I have added a little bit of lead weight tape to the front of these, running this setup with these. These are actually bead locks, so you're able to kind of do your own thing with these. They don't come with foams. These don't have foams in them, so they're not vented because I didn't want just nothing in there. This front has a little too much lead tape, I think, so we're not getting a ton of squish there. So I'm probably going to remove a little bit of that, but we do have some weight in these, but this is more of a custom setup, and people were asking me what wheels and tires I'm running, so I didn't want to not throw them in the mix, right? First up, we've got the stock JLU tires. We've just got a couple little lines. I piled some rock up here the other day just to have something to run this on. But we'll try these couple lines and just see if we can tell any difference. This is not really a tire test video. It's more about the size and fit. Had some people ask me, you know, the size of the Proline tires, how did they compare to stock? So I just figured we would play around with it for a minute. The cool thing about these trucks is you can just kind of take them out of the box and have fun with them. There's some kind of weird clicking in this one. I just hear it when I'm crawling on the rocks. It's weird. I picked it up and just kind of gave it some throttle to see if I could tell where it was coming from, and I didn't hear it. But when I'm crawling here, I do hear it. So let's try that again. The cool thing though, like I think they're good enough. You don't have to do anything to them. Obviously that ESC is pretty annoying. I so wish that they had just made this thing where we didn't get that nasty whine, because the slow crawl is not great, but it's pretty good for a stock truck. I can actually live with it. It's just that whine. So that's where a lot of people are going to want to upgrade. And I feel like that's really the only thing this needs. Obviously, you can do a lot of other things. Oh man, is it going to go up that? Stock tires are doing pretty good on this. This is actually some dusty, slick rock. This truck does have just some kind of weird clicking. That may be a pretty good test right there. I don't know that we're going to get up that. Thought we had it for a second. Oh, that's actually pretty tough. This rock's not real wide, so there's not a lot of room to play around. Oh man, I don't think we're going to get it with the stock tires, so maybe this will be a good test right here. Let's try to back up a hair. Oh, I mean, we could maybe get that eventually. That's one thing I'd like to see is some overdrive for the front. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, let's try this up through here. But I think this is one of the best trucks for just taking it out of the box and enjoying it anywhere, you know, because they are good enough that you don't feel like, oh my gosh, this is awful. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. And there's always so many people that like get these things and they're like, I just got this. What upgrades can I do? You don't always have to upgrade it. Just go have fun, you know? Some of the most fun I have with this hobby is taking something good like this out of the box and going and having fun with it. That was pretty easy. That's plain old plaster cloth there. I haven't did any texture on that yet, so it don't have a ton of traction, but we went up that pretty easily. We've got a couple more climbs. Let's try this one. I feel like without the body, I don't know, it's either it could help us or it could hurt us, because I actually used the body a little bit when I got up to this point to like keep me from looping out. Oh, it's definitely making it easier. Right there though, it gets tough. Man, there, look at that. That's pretty impressive for this little thing. I mean, honestly, when I started trying that with the Bronco, I was like, there's no way it's going up that. And then I just all but made it with just even the Bronco body on there. So I feel like without the body, we'll probably make it even with the Bronco. One more we'll try. We'll go up here, turn left, and go up this. This is, it's a little tougher with the body on. I don't think it's going to be that hard, yeah. We walked that without the body. That's way tougher with the body. And that's one spot where I noticed difference between the stock and the tiny 4x4 tires. The stocks actually did better, the stock Broncos, I feel like. But that's way tougher with the body on. It's crazy. But we made it very easily with these. Again, these are really, I mean, they seem to be really good tires, and they're stock, you know. That's one of the things I love about these trucks. They are so good out of the box. We've got the Gekko 24 tires here just because I'm curious how these are going to do. running those. I want to run these back to back and just kind of see how it does, because I felt like they didn't do quite as good as stock when I originally put them on here. But I feel like running them back to back, I'll be able to tell a little better, I think. And part of it's probably I need to take a little bit of the weight out of the front just to help them get a little more squish maybe. They're doing pretty good here though, honestly. Maybe a decent tire, I don't know. Oh, we just lost that. Some of that may be the line I'm taking, because I hadn't gone up this before. Let's see if we can get on here. Those JLU tires did a really good job getting onto this rock. I don't know if we're going to get on that as easily with these. Okay, let's go. Grab and go, come on. I don't want to go too far that way. I knew that was going to happen if I went too far that way. All right, let's give it that right there where we want to be. Oh man, I don't know. These may not do as good. They seem to slide. Like I can't even really set this thing up here as easily as I did. Look at that. It won't hold its spot. I thought they were going to do pretty good until I got to this point. There we go. This is just a tough one right here. It really is. It'll be interesting to see if the Proline tires make this. Kind of the same spot we were at with the stock Jeep tires. I don't think we're going to get that one. Let's see what happens here. This one's really like not even a struggle, I don't think. Just got to get that clearance right there. That's where the Aztecs will help out. You'll get a little more clearance on the belly. Just had to come back. Ooh, okay. Struggled a little bit more there, I think. I think these tires look pretty good, but I don't know that I would run them. They're decent. Probably not much better than stock if they are at all.
I did try popping a couple vent holes in these tires for this climb because honestly they were pretty terrible on this climb. So I popped a couple vent holes in them and it don't really seem like it's helping much. I kind of figured it was either pop a vent hole in them and they get better, or I'm never going to run them again anyways. And it looks like I'm probably just not going to be running these. All of the other tires can get on this much easier than this. This is insane how much I am fighting this, just this right here. So I can get on there, but then I'm in this position where I don't need to be. So yeah, I don't think I'll be running these tires.
One more climb here. See how this does without the body, because this is the one I had the Bronco body on, and I've been up this with the body, but I didn't try it with no body. I can just hear that kind of hollow bite sound when a tire's not the greatest compound. They're definitely struggling with that. I had to punch it. So I don't really think these are going to be any better than stock. All right, we've got stock Bronco tires now. Gosh, even these tires seem to be better than the Gekko 24s. We made that transfer over. That's pretty tough to hold right there. It wants to slide off in the back driver's side, just teetering with the edge. Oh. Oh no. I don't know if we're going to get that with these. Kind of the same struggles. Ah, that's not good. Break something for sure there. Let's see if we put it up a little bit farther, if we can get the bite right there. Because I mean, maybe if we played around with this long enough, we could get the right punch and make that, but none of them really making that easily yet. What is happening here? We're having troubles getting started right here. Man, those actually did pretty decent overall. Last one here, and then we'll get into the Proline tires real quick. It's a good thing we only have a couple lines to try these on, right? Because this video could get really long really quick. See how good even the stock tires on this went at that pretty well. That's impressive. All right, we've got Azteks and BFGs over there. These Azteks, I think I do have these mounted backwards. I kind of always like to run a tire that's shaped like that backwards, because to me, you've got that digging in versus, you know, the peak. So I don't know. You guys be the judge. At this small a scale, I highly doubt it's going to matter. These are definitely larger. They are going to give you a little bit of clearance. They seem to be hooking up really well. Not even spinning right there. Made that transfer easy. Look, we're even hanging a little farther right because we have that larger tire. Just soak that up. Look at that. Wow. Okay. I got a little cocky, went a little too far right. All right, let's put it right here. We know we can get to this point. Let's see what we can do from here. Kind of the same thing on this rock. It's just, this rock is actually slick. If we punch it, can I save it? Again, I think we could probably get this. It's kind of hard to even set it on there. Let's try one more time right here. Now, ooh, that's a good way to break break an axle or something. I don't know. I think we could get that with the right punch, like I said, but not really a huge difference there. The big difference with these is just going to be the size. Like, it's going to soak up these cracks much better. So I'm going to put this on like my more performance-based, put these tires on there. See that added clearance we had right there? We didn't drag the skid at all. I really got to get some work done on this indoor course, but I just haven't had time. There's so much cool stuff coming out, and I'm checking it out and checking out tires and making videos. And we've got Thanksgiving this week and so much going on with that. We're hosting it, and you know, it's just how it goes. These definitely hook up better than the Gekko tires. I think these and the stock JLU tires actually seem to be the best so far. Let's try the BFGs. Last set, so you guys be the judge. I don't have stock in any of these tire companies or compounds. I don't know. So it really doesn't matter to me. I just bought both of these because I like these tires in the larger scales, especially these right here. I use these a lot, or did in 10 scale. Haven't used them in a little while. Wore my last set out and just haven't picked any more up, but they were really good tires in 10 scale. Not, wow, okay. Why did we, I think the wider stance, maybe even, like it seems like these wheels, I guess because the tires are so wide, we get a little added width. So you get that added width as well. It just seems less tipsy. Let me get you a good shot here. There you go. So see how much wider we are? Like that's even on this side. See how much wider we are? So that makes a big difference on how this thing's running. I can feel it when I'm driving it. So these not only, I mean, they're gonna be the performance tire, honestly, the Azteks so far, because they add that little bit of clearance and the width and everything. They're just not going to fit with the stock bodies real well. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that. Again, if we sit there all day and got the right punch. Ooh, oh, versus a little touchy there. I don't really know that these are much better than stock. I mean, I like the look of them. They may be better. Again, we'll have to get outdoors with it on some better testing ground, but just a quick little run in here in the garage. So if you guys are still waiting on these, I hate that for you, man. But promise me the wait will be worth it. They are so awesome. I love them just straight out of the box. I can take these and just go have fun. I think there will be a lot of like comps and stuff people set up at their local hobby shops or spots just to run these as they come out of the box, because they are just so much fun. So you guys let me know what you think about these tires. Again, this is not really, didn't mean for this to be a tire test video. I really just got these in and was excited about it, and had some people asking me questions about the size and everything. So I thought I would just kind of show you guys the size of the Proline tires versus stock, etc. And man, these things are just going to get better. You know, we're going to get tons of aftermarket support for them, but in my opinion, stock, they are very good. The chassis is really good. You get the high clearance links, just so much good here. Really just that ESC noise and the slow crawl is not perfect, but still a blast. I mean, you can take them out of the box and just have hours and hours of fun. So y'all let me know what you think about them. I appreciate you hanging out. Sorry this video got a little long, but just covering a lot of stuff. So a lot to come on these things for sure. I am loving them, having a blast. Peace.